welcome back to another video. It is Saturday afternoon, it's like 2:30. It's been an interesting 24 hours. I'm trying to put my socks on while I'm talking. It's been an interesting 24 hours. My car, I've had my car since my car accident. I had it'll be 4 years ago, like in a week's time basically. So just under 4 years I've had this car and it's been great. It's been so good. In the last few weeks, it's just like the engine's been cutting out as I turn it on, and like it has an automatic start-stop. So sometimes when I stop at traffic lights, the engine doesn't then start again, and it takes me a minute to like properly start it. I have to like completely turn everything off, turn it on again, fine, whatever. Some days it was okay, some days it wasn't. And I'm supposed to be driving to Liverpool on Tuesday. It's with my boyfriend, and he does also have a car, so he can drive us, but my car's just newer and comfier. And also I get really bad travel sickness, so I tend to just drive us anywhere when we do long journeys. Also a very nervy passenger. So I woke up in the night on, what was it, Tuesday night? I went to bed in good time, but I had to get up quite early Wednesday. I woke up at 2 in the morning, went for a wee like normal, and then I laid in bed and I was just like freaking out over the fact that my car keeps cutting out, and like what if it cuts out when I'm on like a motorway and I have to somehow get from what if I'm on the inside lane and I have to get to the outside and pull over or something. Like, I'm a very good driver, like I think I'm a very good driver, but equally I haven't actually had a situation like that before where I've like properly broken down on like a dual carriageway or a motorway or anything. So basically just spiralling all through the nights. Then Wednesday, I was exhausted all day. Wednesday night, went to bed at 8:30 to account for the fact that I had hardly any sleep the night before. Woke up at 2 in the morning, started panicking about other things, and so I messaged my brother-in-law earlier in the week. He works away a lot, but he used to be a mechanic and he still works on cars all the time. So I messaged him and I was like, I think there's something wrong with my car. This is what's happening. Would you mind taking a look for me? Sure, no problem. Bring it over Friday evening. I'll have a look. So last night I took it to their house, and usually like once I've started driving, it runs fine. It's just if I stop completely at traffic lights or something and I take my foot off the clutch or take it out of gear, it will essentially just cut out. And then I sometimes 50-50 whether or not I can get the engine to start first try or not. So he was doing stuff to it, whatever. I don't know what he did exactly, but he then took it for a test drive to see if it had improved. And he literally like turned out the bottom of their road, turned around the corner onto quite a busy road, and broke down waiting in a queue of traffic to get on a roundabout. It is a pretty, like they live in a countryside village, so it's not like a super busy, like crazy busy road, but it's the busiest road in that village essentially. Or that town, I think it's technically a town. So we got a call and my sister was going out, so I was in charge of my nephew, who's 2, whilst he was sorting the car and whilst she was going. So she was literally then going out the door when he rang. So I was like, you need to leave, so you just go, we'll deal with this. But obviously I couldn't go get him. My sister, for some reason, took the car key with her as well, even though she was getting the bus to where she was going. So essentially, my mum came and got us, because she lives around the corner from them, so that she could have my nephew in her car with her while I got out and helped him with my car, because it was a bit too far to walk to, and also had my nephew with me. And basically, my brother-in-law had to go back to with my mum to drive him. He was going to jumpstart my car with their main car, however, my sister took the key with her. We're not really sure why, so then he had to get their other car that they haven't actually taxed yet because they haven't had it very long, and they don't really drive it. So he had to tax his car, then come and get me, and then he basically put a new battery in for me. We managed to get it back to his, and then he did some other stuff to it, whatever. Seems to be working okay today, but I'm now in this panic mode of, I've got to go to Liverpool on Tuesday. We don't know if my car is fixed. I'm also doing my week 4 SBD at Powering Through next Saturday, which is the thing I'm most stressed for because I know my boyfriend can drive us to Liverpool and back. But Powering Through, if I break down on the way to Powering Through, I won't be able to train because I won't have time to get there. Like, I've got breakdown cover, that's fine. Breaking down on the way home isn't stressing me out. Breaking down on the way there is stressing me out. Because if I don't then train on the Saturday, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to train the Sunday. There is no way I can do next week's session here because it's so heavy, I literally won't load up on squats at all. So yeah, basically, I've been a bit of a stress head for the last 24 hours, well, for the last week, for the last 24 hours in particular, and I knew I jinxed myself because other than the lack of sleep earlier in the week, I've actually had a really good week. I made myself get up early, like an hour earlier each day, which sounds like a really simple solution, but as someone that hates getting up in the mornings, I didn't even think it would work. So I was like, right, I'm gonna set my alarm an hour earlier. I'll get out of bed 45 minutes earlier than normal, so I can have 15 minutes to snooze in bed, and I'll just start my day earlier. And it's been great. Like, I feel so productive this week. I've got so much done this week that I needed to get done. in my car. And then last night, it's kind of that point where it's like, do I just get a new car now? Because my MOT and service are due at the end of November, and it's like, I don't know if they're going to be quite expensive this year. Is it worth it? But also don't really want to pay for a new car because I don't have that much money. Like, I've only just managed to get my savings back up after a crazy expensive year last year. That is a rant no one asked for, but essentially it's been quite a stressful 24 hours. I'm feeling weirdly calm today. I don't know why, I'm just feeling weirdly calm. I got all my work done first thing this morning because I knew if I didn't, that would also stress me. So got my work done nice and early this morning, basically, well, I say early. I actually had a lay in. I woke up at 5, couldn't get back to sleep again, and just laid there and I was like, maybe this is just the time I have to get up. But I obviously don't want to wake Zuko up that early because then he'll get used to getting up that early. So I just kind of laid in bed. Eventually, after like an hour or so, I did drift back to sleep, and I got up at like 9, or I woke up about 9. We let Zuko in the bedroom, and he's got like a bag of presents in the corner still because we got him so much for his birthday, and we're not going to give him everything all at once, obviously, because he just won't enjoy them or use them. So he just kept going in the corner and like picking presents, then he'd bring them up on the bed and unwrap them in front of us. It was really cute. So we let him have a couple of presents this morning in the bedroom. He has destroyed them both already, which is also why we're not giving them all in one go, because he will just destroy and shred them all. But after I had a bit of a lay-in, I got up, got my coaching work and stuff done, and yeah, so then I had a couple of hours to chill out, and now I'm going to train. Energy levels are pretty low, but equally, like, I feel good in myself. Also was down to 86.4 today, which I'm really happy about. I'm also not that surprised because yesterday, before I went to my sister's and my brother-in-law's, I had my lunch at 2, and I then didn't eat again until I got home at 9, and I had a bowl of cereal and a protein shake for dinner, which, to be fair, fit my macros perfectly. I'd already hit all my fibre during the day, so I wasn't too bad at it, but also I was starving and I felt awful. So I wasn't that surprised to see quite a light number on the scale this morning, but that's good because we're heading in the right direction. I am away half of next week, and then it's my birthday the week after, so food, I'm still going to just track as much as I possibly can on the days I can and stay to my macros on most days, but equally, I think I never do anything for my birthday, and I've kind of said to my boyfriend I would like to do something this year, like even if it's just like a nice meal with him and then maybe a nice meal with my family as well, or something like that. So I don't know. But I want to get my body weight down to like low 86s in advance of that, so then I know that it won't be hard for me to maintain that over the next few weeks, and then the goal is going to be to sit between 85.5 and 86, I think, into British. So yeah, anyway, things are good. Car stuff, other stuff like that, not good, but things are mostly good. I did take it for a spin this morning as well. Just let my brother-in-law, can't speak. It also seems weird calling my brother-in-law. Just let him know it was working fine. But yeah, anyway, we've got a really heavy session today. It's week 3. Mildly nervous, which is probably why I'm talking so much. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to get the session done, and I'll obviously show you guys how things move.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart, 'cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, so let's move on. 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 It's alright, so let's move on.
Okay, so I am over the moon with how squats just went. Now, I said to Lewis last week, because he set the goal of 175 to 177.5 for my heaviest triple. So what we're doing is 2 triples, so they're ascending. I will load the RPs up so I can tell you guys accurately what the goal was for today. But he basically said to me last week, after seeing my 165 top triple last week, 175 to 177.5 this week. So naturally I was like, yes, I'm gonna do 177, I'm gonna make it move. So I haven't repped anything above 172 at home in a while, and when I did, it was 172 for 4, and it was like max effort, okay? So I was a little bit nervous going in, but it was all good. So the goal for today was a triple at 66.5 RPE, a triple at 7.5, and then it was a set of 6 at RPE 7, and then 2x6 set load after. So I did 165 for 3, and I would say that was an RPE 6, and it was good. Now, when the load gets above 170 and I'm squatting at home, I start to panic and I get nervous and I don't go down on the descent as quickly, which then impacts my overall squat speed, right? So I am quite a fast squatter. If I have spotters around me, I will drop a lot quicker than what I do when I squat at home on my own on heavier loads, because I'm just scared about losing balance or something going wrong, and obviously not having spotters and stuff at home, that is dangerous. So I said to Lewis last week, look, if I'm doing 177.5 or 175, I know I can do it, but just expect it to look slow. But that doesn't mean I can't still go up on week 4. It's like a trend I used to have. When I squatted 190 for a triple before, like at the start of the year, the week before I did 180 for 3 and it literally looked like a 10. Like, it looks terrible. And I still pulled it out of the bag, and my 190 the week after when I was powering through with spotters moved so much well, and it's just that extra confidence of knowing I'm safe, and that makes a big difference, which it's common sense that that's going to make a big difference. So I did warn him of that the other day. But to be fair, the 177.5, although it was definitely slow, I had at least probably 3 more reps. Like at home on my own, I had at least 3 more reps, I reckon. So I did put it down as an RP 7.5, but that was possibly being a bit harsh on myself. So basically, I'm really happy with how that moved. Even though it probably doesn't look how you would expect me to want it to move, like I know it was comfortable. It was just the nervousness of doing it alone at home. I also did text my boyfriend saying, right, I'm about to do my set. If you haven't heard from me in 2 minutes, come check I'm still alive. But I was all good, it was safe. So very happy with that. I'm now gonna move on to bench. So I've got a single and RP 8. So I'm hoping for around 110. I did 105 last week at about a 6.5, but bench didn't feel overly natural last week. So hoping it'll feel more natural today. Gonna take my time with warming up and everything. I'm gonna do a couple of extra warm-up sets as well, just to make sure everything feels crisp. Then I've got a set of 5 at an RP 7, and then I have got 3x5 at 90 before we move on to the fun of the session, which is sumo deadlifts. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy with how squats went. I am gonna kind of bring the tone down. Like I didn't get hyped. I'm definitely the opposite of a hype lifter. I'm very calm, kind of, if you watch me lift, I look calm, but I do feel like that was quite a high energy squat session for me, so I'm feeling a bit tired now. So I'm gonna use bench as a little bit more like get my energy back ready for deadlifts. I'm gonna just have calm music on because I tend to bench better when I'm super calm anyway. So I went on Spotify and I keep using like the pre-made like mixes, and I've got my Moody mix on. And I'm just gonna have that on and just kind of be calm while I bench, and then we will deadlift. I'm very excited.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart, cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me...
Okay, so my hair is a mess. I've just finished bench, very, very happy. Got the 110, it was supposed to be an RP 8, I think, maybe 8.5, I think 8. It probably was slightly lower than that, but I didn't really want to push it because the 105 last warm up to the 110, there was quite a big difference in execution. And I think, like Lewis even said to me, like, it's just getting used to those higher intensities again now because I haven't really pushed that high on bench for a bit. So not mad at how it moved. Did 97.5 for 5 after, and I would say that was bang on RP 7 as it should be. And then 3x5 at 90, nice and easy breezy. Got those done. I am now going to start warming up for deadlifts and try and get through them relatively quickly. I'm not going to rush them. Let me load up the plan. So my friend is on the way here, so may not do a full recap depending on what time she gets here, but I am going to start deadlifting. She's going to be training in here when I'm done, so she's kind of timing it towards the end of my deadlift that she arrives. I have got a triple at RP5, a double at RP6, a single at 7, and then a single at 7 to 8. So I'm very excited, and I think you'll be able to tell from my face at whatever I end up loading whether or not I'm happy with it. This is definitely a jump up from the last few weeks, well, months of doing sumo. Like, this is the first time I'm hitting a single at a 7. Like, I don't think my RP on sumo has really gone above a 6 the last few months, or a few weeks at least, since I started with Lewis. So happy, excited, looking forward to doing this. I'm obviously having a good session, I'm feeling good. Having a bit more of a relaxed approach to bench has definitely helped. Energy levels are kind of back up again. And now I'm gonna deadlift, well, warm up and get deadlift started.
I'm the only one, you know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before.